from Claim Links. Tom, how are you? And oh my goodness, now I'm going to try to stir the pot a bit. Here is our topic for today. Standing out in a crowded market, what makes Claim Links different from other health insurance solutions? Tom, what are the key differences between Claim Links and its competitors like Lumini and Maestro Health?
Our game plan's this. I'm a lot like an NFL football coach that wins. Uh, every company has a different story. So you have to be able to be flexible enough to devise a plan of action to make it work for that company. So each company has a different story. The problem is all these other companies that I've seen out there, they have a one fit all mentality. Doesn't work like that. There's different aspects of what they do, and there's different aspects of what other people do. That yeah, they do make sense. But if you have 20 employees, they each have a different story. You don't have a program that allows you to take advantage for each one of them. We do. And it's been perfected over 25 years. These guys are running around with the ICRA's ideas and all these other ideas, and they're looking at it as a get rich quick kind of scheme. But the reality is, we walk down the mountain and we figure out how to take the best path for each company.
Mhm. How does ClaimLink's approach to cost savings differ from other companies' offer?
I'm working on 20% of what I save you. So you can go get those guys to give you their best bet and then come to me and I will work on 20% of your best deal. And I'll win every time.
And those people charge monthly. They don't do that type of fee-based approach.
Some of them, most of them are outsourcing the third-party administration company. See, we're creating ideas that our own third-party administration company manages. They're just peddling health insurance, or they're going through traditional insurance agents who are looking to make traditional commissions from the insurance company. Big difference. Not every like you take this individual coverage health reimbursement arrangement. Yeah, it makes sense for a lot of people. Doesn't make sense for everybody though. And the way you're doing it makes, you should set up a plan that allows flexibility. So those who are in a state where the networks are limited have a choice whether to do that or stay on a group plan and pay a little more to have the flexibility of having a national network.
Mm-hmm.
Just basic stuff that they can't do the way they're doing it because it's all or none.
Right. How
And
does
I'm not
Claim?
saying
Yeah, go ahead.
what they're doing is wrong. It's the
No.
same tax law, section 105. They don't understand the tax law as well as we do. We've literally perfected it, and we have a tax attorney. You can go to his website. I believe it's Edward A. Lyon, LYON.com, and look at the shows he's been on.
We're about to launch a new podcast called The Lion's Share. People need to check it out.
That's
So,
cute.
isn't that?
Yeah,
Isn't that?
that's cute.
Yeah. I'm looking
That's
forward.
nice. All
He's
right.
going to have you on, by the way.
Oh,
How
yeah,
does Claim
special.
Links
It's part of
approach to educating? How does Claims Links approach to educating clients about their benefits compared to other providers in the market? We're not talking that we're talking people that claim they're like Claim Links. That's a good little tagline. They claim they're like Claim Links, but they're really not.
Can say what they want to say, but the reality is the reality. Anybody who thoroughly understands it realizes they're just talking smack because they're not working on savings, they're working on commissions. Sorry, you can't. And then you before you come in, the best lines I've ever heard was they try to scare them saying, oh, you can't do this or that. And then at the end, when they realize it didn't work, they say, well, we can do the same thing. Well, how stupid can you be? I mean, think this one through. So you're trying to scare somebody, and you say, I could do the same thing. Oh yeah, you're really looking out for them. Well, if you could do the same thing, why haven't you worked on savings, and why have you cost me $5 million the last 5 years?
Exactly. What feedback have clients given about the differences they've experienced after switching from a competitor to ClaimLinks? You've had some that have gone to some of these competitors. We're not talking the traditional route, but have used some of them to try to save. What did they say?
Well, the employees that have the high cost drugs or have the uh, bills and stuff prior where they were told to call the 1-800 number and you get somebody in Taiwan or Japan, or well, actually not Japan, I'm lying, Vietnam, India, wherever. Everyone is all thoroughly frustrated. So when they come to us and they actually get to talk to somebody and they get to get discounts on their drugs and diseases and all kinds of programs, getting hospital discounts they never realized they were eligible for. They like it. The misnomer is the HR and the office managers trying to make themselves look good, because if you think about it, if I'm an owner of a company of 100 people and I have, actually with 26 we have an HR director, but if somebody came to me and said, hey, quickly, you're throwing away $1 million a year on health insurance, and I found out it was true, no offense, my HR director, office manager no longer has a job. They cost the company $1 million. I can't keep somebody who costs you $1 million.
Exactly.
So, and that's shame on me for allowing them to be in charge of that.
Yep. Wow.
Okay, so that's on me. But fool me once, right? Shame
Right.
on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We don't get to twice. So the point I'm making is you got these HR and office managers who purposely try to sabotage stuff because they're trying to make it look bad. Because if they don't, the owners might go, hey, wait a minute, why the hell didn't we do this 5 years ago? This has been around since 1954.
Right. I want to know, this is me as a promoter. I'm getting a band of men together and women to start promoting Claim Links as consultants. Are already talking to a ton of people that want to come on board. Don't go to this one network marketing company where you're lucky to get 10 or 20 bucks. And then, by the way, you run out of the product. Contact Tom to be a consultant. That's going to be a good topic, right? We can get a band of people selling to these companies, and look out.
Yeah, we're not selling Viagra.
No, I was talking more network marketing, MLMs, but all right.
We're not selling vitamins either.
No, but I want a bunch of vitamins. No, I love some of these health things, by the way.
Or
But
how about
yeah,
your energy?
but I will promote Claim Links to the moon and back. All right. How does Claim Links handle plan customization differently compared to other companies? I think customization is where you really differentiate yourself even from those other companies.
Again, we're walking down the mountain looking at all the avenues that help all their employees, not just 1 or 2 or 10% of them. How does this help everybody? If they happen to have this situation, what happens? I'll give you a good one. So you have to have an MRI because you hurt your elbow. We don't need to get into how somebody hurt their elbow, but they did. And they have to get an MRI. They have 2 choices. They can go to the hospital, get an MRI that costs $2,000, or they can go to a standalone MRI place and pay $500. Well, if you design your benefits so they pay less if they go to the standalone, you're better off. Both of them, the insurance covers them. The reason they go to the hospital is because the doctors aren't creative, or the doctors now all work for the hospital. Oh, just go to the hospital, get it done. It's the same MRI thing. So,
100%. Yeah,
So that's what they're doing. Another one, you know, it's Walgreens, CVS, you got strep throat. Oh man, I need to go to the ER, the urgent care. Why not design it where you know, hey, if you have the sniffles or you think you got strep throat and it's not truly an emergency, go to Walgreens, CVS, or any of these other little mini meds in some of these stores, and we'll cover that. You pay X and boom.
right,
So you can help everybody pay less and everything. They also take insurance mysteriously. Everyone takes insurance,
right.
even if they don't take insurance. So say you want to have a doctor that you pay 50 or 60 or $100 a month for, and you can go as many times. I'll gladly pay you. I do this for my employees. I'll give you the $75 a month tax free,
Exactly.
and you go there. Well, it doesn't go towards the deductible, but who cares? I'm prevent all the preventative, all the labs are so much cheaper, especially the labs that you can get done 4 times a year. And wellness isn't going to save you money on health insurance. It's going to
No.
keep your employees at work.
All right. All right. Best place to go is claimlinks.com and schedule a call with Tom's team. Appreciate it, Tom.
Thanks.
All right. That was a special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show.